Welcome back, everyone, to Third Street Reactions. I'm Zach.
Shane.
Joy.
We are back with House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episode 2. Do you remember what happened last time?
Yeah, it was, what was it called? A Son for a Son?
Yeah.
I was alone last time, so I'm glad that these two are with me now because, honestly, you watched it before me and you didn't give anything away. You're like, I'm looking forward to, see what you have to say. And the premiere certainly delivered. A lot of cool things in terms of the show making me feel all these different feelings. But it was a sad, tragic episode. And I think that's what we mean when we say this is a good episode of the Westeros universe. It gave me a good episode.
It was, but goddamn.
Yeah, we're
not until the end.
Rat and cheese. So
no, blood and cheese.
Blood and cheese. I guess I heard in the book that was much more brutal.
Yeah.
I don't exactly know everything that happened, but I guess they toned it down, and I still thought it was brutal. Just hearing, cut off the head of the name. I wrote it down here, Jaehaerys. And it was weird because Aegon, his dad, brought him to the High Council meeting or whatever. Think, oh, he's gonna be king one day. And I'm like, yeah, we're seeing a lot of this kid. You know what I mean? They don't. When they have little kid actors, there's a point. But now it was a terrible thing. And you know how the queen, the mother, she's kind of she's got this weird personality about her. I don't know if it's because of the incest. I think she was kind of on the money. Like the theme of the episode, she was talking about she's scared of the rats, and Aegon was looking at her like, the queen speaks mysteries, just kind of embarrassed.
I know.
But no, that little kid died brutally. It was awful. Just like Aemon didn't mean to kill Luke, Daemon obviously didn't mean to kill this little kid. I wonder if Daemon he'll own it like Aemon, or do you think he'll say, "Hey, I didn't mean to kill that kid. I'm sorry." Because the idea that if you admit that you didn't, if you say that I didn't want for that to happen, it kind of makes you look.
With the uncle.
Yeah, Daemon. It might make you look.
You know he's a douchebag.
Yeah.
I like the actor, but him stepping in, trying to take control.
Yeah.
He's obviously fucked things up more than he's made things right.
He definitely did. I wonder if he'll do what Aemon did, though, and own it, or if he'll say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean for that to happen. Because if you apologize, it'll make you look like you're incompetent and you didn't mean to do it, and that why should we let you guys rule? So now he has to, I feel like now he has to say, yeah, I meant it.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering how that's going to go down. And obviously you watched it by yourself.
I did.
Because I didn't want to rewatch it again, honestly.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
What'd you think, hon?
Yeah, I was excited for this season to start, and I don't know. As a mom, it was really hard to, the very end of that episode, just
the audio.
Yeah, you could hear
the sound effects of the squeamish.
Yeah.
The squishing, I don't know how the right word, but it was terrible.
It was terrible.
Guys, before we jump in, if you want to support us, where can they go?
Patreon.com.
Patreon.com. Go there. We have full-length uncut reactions and early access, but obviously not for this show. Make sure you stick around to hear our discussion after the reaction. Let's jump in. Did you think, where the fuck were all the guards up there?
I am the king!
That's your dad's, remember?
Yeah.
I declare war! I declare war!
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey man, he threw the first stone when it came to the killing.
He fucked it up.
Yep.
Even Otto said that in the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
He said miscalculations were made.
Yep.
You guys.
The eyes.
You.
The villain will be found. We mustn't be shaken by this. The child.
The child is dead. His pain is ended. But what have you done to Micah?
Yes.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I figured Otto could keep a cool head, even if he's mortified.
I agree.
They will pay for this.
Or if you're her, you're thinking, was all this worth it?
Yeah.
We will mourn as we must, but some good may yet come of this.
You heard me to say that word.
Yeah.
My son is my legacy! My son is heir to the Iron Throne!
And where were you? The Lord Commander of my King's Guard.
I was abed, Your Grace, having ordered the night's watch.
I'm bad! Instead of safeguarding the sanctity of my family.
This is not the time for blind accusations, Your Grace.
Who would do this save the bitch queen of bastards?
If I may, Your Grace, the guard has detained someone. The man we apprehended is known to us.
He cut in at the right second, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
We caught him, fleeing the Gate of the Gods, with the child's head in a sack.
Jesus.
I'll kill him myself.
We do well to get what information we can from the blackguard.
We would do well to ascertain if this is your sister's hand, or if there is a serpent nestled closer to our bosoms.
That sounds like Varys.
Mm-hmm.
Lord Jasper is correct.
Jasper.
I know.
Let them see the child. Let them look upon the works of this pretender to the throne.
I mean, I get it, but...
I will not have my little son's body dragged through the street like a dead dog.
That's terrible.
Jaehaerys was my grandson. I loved him. I will not have him die in vain. Jaehaerys will do more for us now than 1,000 knights in battle. Let the Silent Sisters ready the prince for his final journey. And riding behind him, his mother the queen, and with her the queen dowager.
No, I do not wish to be a spectacle.
The realm must see the sorrow of the crown, a sorrow best expressed through its most gentle self. I think you'll all agree the king himself must be spared.
I know if I were him, I'd want to be there.
I would want to be, but
if you're going to listen to
in
him...
terms of winning.
Yeah, if you're going to listen to him, I think you got to go all in on him.
Yeah.
You can't just pick the things you want.
We've been asked to ride on a wagon behind his body.
I don't want to.
Neither do I. But when a thing like this happens, a blow to the king is a blow to the realm. When the people share our grief, they draw closer to us.
But I don't want them closer.
She's never
I
cared.
don't know them.
You bet you should slit your wrist, man.
I was hired by Daemon Targaryen. He paid us half now. Half when the job is done.
Who is us?
A rat catcher. I don't know his right name.
He fucked up, didn't he?
Behold the work of Rhaenyra Targaryen.
Oh, God. That is awful.
I can't believe they showed
Yeah.
Feels too much like a wedding. God be with you. Throw it in my face.
Rice.
I don't want to see someone get tortured right after
I do.
Right
After
after
the kid, after his kid was fucking slain.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh, it's gonna blow his head off. Okay, cover my eyes on that.
One thing to think about is when Queen Diana died. Like, I was really young, but I remember the world was shook.
Yeah.
Imagine something so much more personal like that happening to a smaller state of people that live in closer proximity, you know? That's a crazy shot. I couldn't function, I feel like.
Your head will fall off.
Oh my gosh, I hope not.
Oh.
Please don't.
So Allison is kind of seeing the autumn on the right.
And they are accusing me of having a hand in this.
It appears so. There have been messages sent to that effect.
It must be said that the damage to our position is immeasurable. At a time when we most need loyalty to our cause.
But it's a lie. Having lost
That asshole.
The death of Prince Lucerys was a shock.
Asshole.
Did you send assassins to murder children in their beds?
I was clear in my instructions. Aemond, the brother of Aegon the Usurper.
I can't blame for it.
I was clear in my instructions.
He's an asshole and he fucked it up.
You have wounded me. Weakened my claim to the throne, my ability to raise an army, my standing among my own council.
I said no.
We know he didn't, but I wouldn't believe him either.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He set the fucking stones in motion.
Yep.
No.
He fucked it up.
I cannot trust you, Daemon.
I don't blame her.
Nope.
I have served you faithfully.
Have you? Or have you used me as a tool with which to grasp at your stolen inheritance? Do you accept me as your queen and ruler?
Yes,
Or do
and
you cling even now to what you think you lost?
Do you believe he made you heir because of your great wisdom? Because of your virtue?
How dare you?
Or did he merely use you as a tool to put me in my place because he was afraid of me? Because he knew your legacy...
What a douche fucking bag.
He could not trust you any more than I can trust you.
He was a fool.
You struck down a child.
It was a mistake.
yeah, what can they do? Like, just say, hey guys, it was an accident? They have to own it, kind of.
You got him executed. Daemon's
I can't stand that.
he is a fuck up.
What would you do if you were him at this moment?
I don't care. He fucked up, and he is the fuck up.
No, I mean, like, what would you do? Like, hypothetically.
If you were him.
Like, what could you do now? Like, you'd have to... If you were trying to prove yourself...
You wish to see me, Your Grace?
When morning comes, take Moondancer and keep a watch on King's Landing. I must know which course they take next. I depend on you, Baylor. We can afford no further mistakes.
Oh, man. Yeah, what can you do to make up for this?
I'm not saying you can't, but
I never noticed that tail. It's like a devil.
forked
Yeah.
tail.
Well, that's just something I don't want to see. If I were him, I'd feel like an idiot. Like, you're in there banging the queen when you could have been where you were supposed to be. I'm sure he has to feel some measure of...
You might.
Like, well, shit,
Maybe he'll be redeemed and
Hope-
be the good character of this show.
I hope so. I actually liked him in season 1 until he became scorned.
Yeah.
I'm-
Used.
Yeah, I mean,
Used.
Rhaenyra definitely did.
Does anyone else think she's pretty?
I think she's lost weight since the last.
No, pretty. No, whatever the fuck. I think she's pretty.
Yeah, she's got a natural beauty.
She's a bitch.
Allison?
Yeah. It's a hell of a thing.
I think she's kind of the one...
Yeah, but admirably in terms of the story, but in terms of who
Have you told anyone?
she has a sullen bitch appearance about her.
What do you take me for?
One who seeks absolution.
What's ironic is that I think he is okay. But even though I know he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And the other guy, Rhaenyra's uncle, I think he should be more admirable.
Yeah, I
mean,
guess...
he's an asshole.
I forgot that...
But I feel like he, as an actor, deserves to be...
I was thinking Otto being her for some reason.
Otto is the only one that I like in this fucking story. And it sucks. He's on the wrong side of the fucking history. Like, the wrong side of history.
They're gonna use the twins. Nah, never mind. You gonna blame him?
What is this? It's a reminder of yesterday, I think. The procession was muddy. I'll replace it hence. Do it now.
He's just being a douchebag.
No, not eating. If I could
You
just...
defy my authority, Sir Arik.
Come on, dude.
The white cloak is a symbol of our purity, our fidelity. Kingsguard are a
What
sacred trust.
fucking asshole.
We so easily sully our ancient honor.
He's speaking to himself, you know?
Yeah.
Just grab your burger and go. You know what I'm saying?
I have heard, my lord. I'll remedy the error.
Aired.
Aired.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
To be honest, I don't know if they used
Aired.
that word in the...
Where were you when Jaehaerys was murdered?
Where were you, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying?
But if you thought to go upstairs, where were you? Oh, Commander.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Why has Helena the Queen been granted no small protector? Surely once she ascended, she should have...
Your brother is a thief and a traitor to the crown.
That's an ad hominem.
Yep.
I denounced him before the king. We were one soul in two bodies, yes. If I'd shared his sentiments, I would have fled with him. First, your brother betrays us, and then the young prince is murdered. On your watch. You are mad, sir.
No.
Mad? You cannot think
What
that
I
did
think
this.
has no relevance.
You have brought disgrace upon our ranks.
Isn't he in charge? Like, unfortunately, it's on him.
Now you must restore it.
Put it on him, because he can't fucking...
This is also... Yeah, he's trying to get him to do something.
How am I to do that?
By shitting on him, say, okay, but now you can make up for it by doing this.
Yeah, Sir Criston's a piece of shit.
I love those brothers, actually.
And strike down Rhaenyra in her own halls.
Better talk to the queen first.
Back in her own bloody coin. How would I enter? Your twin serves there at the pleasure of the so-called queen. They will mistake you for him if you play the part.
I don't want that for him. I love Eric and Eric.
I know, but
if they see the two of us, you must not let that happen. You would send me to my death. Or to triumph.
He needs to clear it.
Just wants to clear it because he's fucking the queen.
Because he feels guilty, yeah. Him and his brother have gone through so much shit too. You know what I mean? Is that Eric or Eric?
He said Eric. A.
Okay. But maybe he is blaming himself a little bit for causing all this.
I was out.
You were with me.
In truth, I am proud that he considers me such a foe. And that he seeks to murder me in my bed. He's afraid of me.
As well he should be. The boy is grown into a man.
No, not here.
He is skinny.
He's wiry. He's ripped, but he's skinny.
I do regret that business with Luke. I lost my temper that day. I am sorry for it.
I am glad to hear it.
Me too. I'm glad we got that from him, actually. I mean,
you knew that at the end of the last season, though.
Oh yeah, but I just thought, we're never gonna get in his head, and you know what I mean? Like maybe since then he's owned it. Like it was meant to happen. I was supposed to. He took my eye,
Surely the city cannot yet be short of food.
I think not, but people are afraid. Those with means are hoarding everything they can. I walked 2 hours today to find a chicken for the pot, and paid 3 times as much as I should have.
Sounds familiar.
I cannot blame anyone for doing what I myself would do if I could.
I don't think you'd let children go hungry while you filled your own cellars.
Lucky we don't have enough coin to find out.
The king has promised us some relief.
Did he say when?
Oh, he was one of the blacksmiths, right? That Aegon promised money to.
Yeah.
Well met, brother. After many months away.
They don't look like brothers.
No.
I hear Lord Corlys himself commended you for your service to him.
Yeah, he pulled him out. Remember?
To serve with a sea snake is to make your fortune. Had I such a chance, I would leap at it.
That's because you haven't seen what I've seen. There is a war brewing, Adam.
Another opportunity to distinguish yourself. Remind him of your worth.
Oh, I need no favors.
But brother, he owes you. He owes us.
Not you, me.
Daemon flies when we most need his hand at the oar.
Where he goes, he wishes to be his own master.
He is the king consort.
But he is not the king.
Neither am I. But I manage.
I love them, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Especially her.
If he can take Harrenhal, all may well be forgiven.
That's what he might try to do.
Yeah.
We will not let the Queen falter.
I know you are entwined with the usurpers. That you aided them in denying me my birthright.
I took profit from an inevitability. I regret it now.
I'm sure you do.
I gave Daemon 2 names. That is the extent of it. And I did not wish to do that much. He said it was the price of my freedom. Does he say otherwise?
He's gone.
For how long?
A week? Or forever, I do not know.
He does do that, doesn't he?
I think she's realizing
You
her.
remember me now.
Yeah, she's realizing who she is, and
Your web runs unseen through King's Landing, and now, when my enemy coils himself to strike
I
at
can
me,
do nothing now but ask you to honor your husband's words.
it would not serve me to set you free. At best, I lose an asset to my cause. At worst, you betray me in some fouler way.
I have no interest in betraying you, Your Grace.
some foul way.
So you say.
The hand did not like it when I showed my teeth. Daemon, Otto Hightower, makes no difference. They will never accept me.
Maybe she'll take pity on her.
How did you get that scar?
On her neck.
Okay then.
How do you know when to come in? You know what I mean?
On cue.
This is just a terrible thing.
Who are they?
Ratcatchers.
Oh, they just killed them all?
Oh my gosh.
Well, his ass deserved it.
Yep.
We know that. Aw, nah, I feel bad for the dog, though.
What have you done?
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way Otto would say to do this.
Yeah.
The rat catchers!
Oh, I had them hanged. The maggot who took my son confessed to an accomplice. He could not say for certain which man it was, so...
Idiot! They are fathers and brothers and sons, and their wives and children gather now at our gates to weep and curse your name!
Yeah, dumbass.
We bought their approval with your mother's tears. We made a bitter sacrifice against the deprivations to come, and you've thrown it away.
Oh, I didn't even think about that shit.
Sir Criston Cole has acted.
Shit, you knew about that?
And what has Sir Criston Cole done?
No.
He has sent Sir Eric to slay Rhaenyra. He's pretending to be his own twin. Brilliant.
God's help us all.
I love it.
Fool.
Instead of judgment, you display impetuousness and diminish us
right.
in the eyes
He's
of our enemy.
fucking right.
Ill-considered, trifling. You never think of your father. His dignity.
Fuck. I love to hear him say that because it's. I never knew how he thought of him.
Yeah.
He probably even misses him now.
Yeah.
And we are the poorer for it.
God, his dad. I loved Viserys, right? Or Varys. He was a great fucking character. Like.
Yeah, but Otto's like. I had doubts about him, but now it's like.
He was right about you.
He made me king.
Is that what you think?
Oh shit. I couldn't live with that knowledge if I knew I wasn't supposed to be
Remove
king.
your badge, Sir Otto.
Yep.
Oh my god, we better not get fucking Footman in there.
You were my father's hand.
Doesn't matter. Otto was right.
I can't stand this kid.
You wouldn't dare.
I can't stand this.
I have dared. And I find it stimulating.
Insolent pup.
Lord.
Give it to Cole.
Well, it's Cole. He's like, what?
In this hour, you have proven yourself of more worth than 100 old men.
And then Eric fails, and they're going to beg for him back.
You will regret this.
Give it to him.
I don't want Rhys Ifans to die now.
I wonder if he feels like an idiot, because he looks not confident.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do not know if I trust you, and I sense that there is danger in you yet. But I will keep the word of my house if you say that it was given. You may go.
Your Grace.
There is a Valarian ship in the harbour, bound for Mir by way of Pentos. I will see that you are given passage.
Thank you.
I'm glad she did that.
Massaria will be leaving us. Let her collect her things, then have someone take her down and secure her berth on the Corwin.
Something else is brewing, I feel.
I don't know. Let's see.
And by the way, we have a mission for you, or something like that. Or the other twin shows up here.
Yep. Cool.
Huh. A moment.
She's gonna go back and tell her. Or he's gonna kill her. No! I wonder if if you're a guy and you play two people, if you get paid for two people.
Were they twins though?
Yeah,
legitimately?
Oh, or they might just be two twins. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
What if, since he's seen his brother is shaved or something? You know, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, motherfucker.
I'd be screwed.
Oh, God. Dude. I mean, there's no way he's going to be successful.
No, he's not.
But I'm just...
Who's going to kill him, though?
Yeah, I'm upset.
Who's going to stop him?
His own brother.
His brother.
You think so?
I don't know, but...
I'm restless. I'll stand this evening's duty.
No.
Okay.
Sir Eric.
Wonder if instead if he'll pledge...
Oh.
Fuck, really?
Believe me, I had no choice.
Oh.
I don't understand.
Brother!
We're so good, honey.
Do not do this.
Oh, no.
Attack the Erics.
Elijah, run and find Salori.
I don't know which one too.
What if the one who is bad wins and he tries to pretend like he was a good one?
Oh. Okay.
Oh shit. Oh. Renair, you gotta get up.
I know.
Get the hell out of here.
With me, Your Grace.
Oh my lord.
What?
Oh my gosh. He doesn't know which one's who. Oh god.
We were born together. You parted us! But I still love you, brother.
Oh god. Jeez.
Oh, it's so sad I can't even watch this.
That sucks. Do you know which the good one was?
Fuck no.
Your Grace.
Well, I do feel as though that will come back later.
Forgive me.
Oh.
No.
No.
Fuck.
What?
Well, makes sense. Killed his brother. He wants an out.
Yeah, they both were forced to do something shitty for these fucking people. That
Aegon must be kept in check, as does Sir Criston, the two of them together. He's young and unschooled, his faith is in steel and bone. He has not the long view.
The long view.
I wish now not for the good of the realm, but for the petty satisfaction of vengeance.
Good man.
It's the death of the child that has unstrung him.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I'd like to think I would still listen to my grandfather, but I don't know.
I'll return to Old Town. The High Towers still have strength, and you have a son there who'll take more kindly to instruction. Daemon may yet help us in weeks to come.
Who is this? Previous marriage or something? I can't remember.
But we will yet prevail and bring forth peace, I still believe. As long as you and I hold fast.
Jack, hope he doesn't get killed.
I think he will before it's all over.
Yeah, but not like next episode or some shit like that.
I hope not either.
I do not wish to hear it.
I like that.
There you go.
Look at the poor little Aegon.
I have no sympathy for you.
You're gonna be okay.
Don't cry for him, Lord.
Well, he's crying for his son, I bet, Joy. But now she needs to take advantage of this moment.
Or not. Nope.
This asshole.
Yeah, the one thing I don't think they should be doing for sure is this. I would lose the appeal of this, I think, would be out the window after all this.
Good.
That was not a good slap.
No.
Maybe it's the sound effect, I don't know.
They make it into a thing.
Fucking
Between lovers. Yep, there you go.
That was a hell of an episode. It's weird. I don't know. I want to say it's better than the first. The first was good, but it was also tragic and terrible. So it's not good the way Bullet Train's good. You know what I mean?
No, it's not.
But I love it. No, it was great. It was a great episode, and it's hard to determine who I want to win. Except I'm very sure that
that is my problem with this show.
Yeah.
It's the same problem I had with Westworld. There were no characters that I fucking liked. None of them. I liked Otto Hightower because I like Rhys Ifans. I like the actor.
Yeah.
Just like I liked in Westworld Anthony Hopkins.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Ed Harris too, but Ed Harris was admittedly a piece of shit compared to Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
In that show.
But he was so cool though.
He was cool, but didn't change the fact that Anthony Hopkins was admittedly the better
he
one
was
of
a
the two.
Palpatine. Yeah.
No, he was just admittedly the better version of people.
Morally.
In terms of people, morally, Anthony Hopkins is the one's okay.
But you like villains, like terrible.
I do, but in that case,
yeah,
Edward Harris was a complete piece of shit.
Yeah.
And this show, it sucks because I don't agree with the green side of things.
Yeah,
but I agree with them on a human side.
Yeah, like I mean, terrible for Aegon. I mean, he's
Rhaenyra is like she's a daughter that was promised the rule, and in spite of that fever dream that her dad had, they promised to rule.
Yeah, Allison heard it wrong, right?
Yeah, well, she interpreted it.
Well,
wrong.
she thought it was Rhaenyra. He thought it was Rhaenyra.
She interpreted it.
Yeah,
wrong.
but what does Otto like? How does he know? He said, "Is that what you think?" It's like he knows.
He does.
He was never meant to be there. His grandson, right?
I think he just knows that
Maybe
survival. Like he understands the reality of the situation.
And to me, I took it as like he understood that he wasn't intended to be king.
Yeah.
Like he was like, "Is that what you think?"
Yeah, like he understands the reality of the situation.
Yeah, just because he knew his king. I'm very sure he was heartbroken, and I think he realized like, hey, you know what, King Viserys was a good king.
Well,
and I miss his wisdom and his diplomacy.
Well, his thing is he's the only fucking reasonable person in this show, other than let's say the brothers.
I think Rhaenyra is relatively reasonable.
She is. You're right. But I mean, in terms of advisory roles.
No, he's probably the wisest. I think.
Yeah.
Even if I don't agree with him all the time, I think he.
Well, he's on his side.
Yeah, he's on.
I don't like their side.
Yeah.
But in terms of.
But that's why the show's good. Is because like one of my favorite characters, like, is on the side I'm rooting against, and that's what Game of Thrones does well. Is like there's characters on both sides I like.
I didn't feel that way about Game of Thrones. I didn't like that many characters. I thought they were very good actors.
Yeah.
You know, Ned Stark died early.
Yeah.
He's the only honorable one out of the bunch.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Who else is really honorable?
I think Jon Snow tried to be, but he technically broke his oath with his future wife.
Jon Snow was good, but he was young. So I feel like it's very easy to give him the role of a character that you develop with.
Yeah.
In terms of the story.
Yeah.
I felt like the Hound, the Hound was my favorite character.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna change my fucking mind there, but what do you guys think as far as comparatively
of this show compared to Game of Thrones?
Yeah, in terms of characters, like it's all the same world.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I liked Robert Baratheon, but he was like a drunk asshole.
He was one of my favorite characters.
I liked him a lot. The actor's performance and what he had to say to the characters I didn't like.
It's hard for me to compare because Game of Thrones is one of the greatest shows I watched, even though I didn't like how it ended. But I don't know if I would have thought that in season 2, and we're just 2 episodes into season 2.
Well, I know you like Robb, for instance.
Yeah, Robb Stark is. I mean, I loved him until what happened to him. I loved Jon. I loved Jaime Lannister. I actually loved the Hound also. I don't know. There's so many good characters in Game of Thrones. I don't feel that way about this show yet. But I still really love the show. Honestly, the 2 twins was one of my favorite. Like their characters, I loved those characters. But I will say they got a great ending, and I know you took it pretty personally. Like, how'd you feel about that?
I don't know. It just made me sad because
yeah, you were crying. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Sir Criston Cole was a douchebag. I don't usually say those kind of things, but he is.
Wash your mouth, woman. Jesus.
The fact that he was feeling guilty and went to Sir Eric and basically made him go and do that, it just makes me mad.
Yeah.
Like it just.
Well, his role though makes you feel the most for what's going on because he was abused. He was taken advantage of by the crown.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He was.
No, I know.
He absolutely fucking was. Like, he was taken advantage of by someone in a place of power.
Yeah.
And then he was left to fucking, like, okay, you're always going to be what you're going to be.
Yep.
It doesn't matter who you are and what I made you feel to be.
I think
I don't like him.
Yeah.
But I'm giving him the credit. I feel like
I liked him in the beginning.
I feel like this is an evolution in my fucking character because I'm saying that I'm giving him credit, even though I don't like him. I don't like the character at all.
You couldn't do that before.
No, I couldn't. But I'm saying that he was taken advantage of.
I completely get his story,
and I like Rhaenyra too.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra, sorry.
Yeah,
But
I completely get why he's on that side, and he's scorned, and
yeah,
he's happening to go against like the side I'm rooting for, and he's doing it in a way where I feel like with his language and kind of a, I don't say a dirty way, but he seems
he's a piece of shit.
He seems exceptionally scorned, which I've always looked at, especially if you're a guy. You should try to do what you can to not carry that for a long time and not show it to be what's carrying you and your own motivations.
Yeah.
He's like, we're going to kill that fucking bitch.
Yeah.
She's a whore, all this stuff. I'm like, dude, you're sleeping with her. Yeah. And now you're sleeping with another queen, and you feel so terrible
I agree.
Because you weren't doing what you're supposed to do. Now you're making this great man, Eric. Yep. Like, you're calling him out in front of everybody.
That I draw. I draw a line at the brothers.
Yeah, he picked.
I do,
yeah,
but
he didn't choose his brother. He chose them, even though it's probably really hard to do.
But if you look at it from perspective of the overall view, he wouldn't have cared. He wouldn't have cared.
Chris, you wouldn't have cared about.
Yeah, the scorned lover.
Oh, yeah.
He would not have cared about that kind of shit the way we do as viewers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he called him out. Like, your brother's over there. Why wouldn't we suspect you?
Yeah.
Of having the same sympathies.
Yeah. Did you feel like he meant that, or do you feel like I need him to do something?
No, I feel like he's doing that because he felt guilty because he's fucking the queen on the night of her grandson's murder. So that's what I feel like.
Yes.
And I agree with that perspective.
Let's talk about Daemon Targaryen and his actions.
Daemon, I like that actor a lot.
Yeah.
But I feel like
he was originally attached to Star Wars in some way.
Fucked things up.
Yeah, he definitely fucking did.
He's been fucking things up since the beginning, Shane.
Yep.
Well, a couple times he's come through in the clutch for his brother, but he's also fucked things up too.
He has fucked things up from the beginning.
So I do believe, just like we have with his brother, he's fucked this up, and just like Princess Rhaenys, whatever her name is, she was saying that maybe he's going to redeem himself by capturing this structure. I can't remember. That maybe he can redeem himself by
having son for a son.
No, I'm talking about now. Since he left, he can try to redeem himself by capturing. She mentioned it when she was laying in bed with her husband. I can't remember. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure he'll do that. But this also reminds me of Aemond. I'm really glad we got that from Aemond because I actually love the Aemond character quite a bit too. Out of the two brothers,
I like the actor's performance.
Yeah, out of the two brothers, Aegon and him, I mean, I certainly agreed that Aegon was not as good of a king or heir as Aemond. Aemond actually studied, he cared, he studied history, he studied sword fighting, and his brother just got drunk and
Aemond.
Yeah.
Aemond is the brother with one eye.
Yeah. Aemond was the better choice, for sure. Because he cared. And he even pulled his brother out of that, the whorehouse to like make him go. I liked his
the brothel.
The brothel. I kind of liked his relationship with Cole as well. Obviously, I don't like Cole, but he feels bad about it all, and it's kind of cool to see these characters go into like their little worlds where he's laying there, kind of naked with a prostitute.
Yeah.
Because I love the character, but then you get to see him like when he's in these walls, he's vulnerable when he lets himself be vulnerable and weak, and
he also didn't take advantage of it though. He didn't say, "Hey, no, I'm not better than this. This is who I am."
Yeah.
That was the role he took.
Yeah.
In that vulnerability.
Yeah, he tried to say that I'm honored that Daemon thinks I'm such an adversary to have me killed.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't try to say it. He literally said it.
No, yeah, he did.
He was honest in those confines.
Yeah, but
he didn't say, I'm a man and I'm better than everybody. He didn't say that. He didn't try to make himself out to be anybody he wasn't.
That's what I liked about it. And then when he gets out of there, he'll put on his like Sephiroth gear and he'll be a kind of a hard ass again. But I like that he regrets it. You know, he talked about how he got made fun of when he's a kid and everything else. Like, I love that moment personally. I'm trying to think of anything else. Any your notes in particular, Joy? I'm trying to get you going more.
Whenever Rhaenyra and you guys remember for her brother that she's doing basically.
Daemon. So start over.
Okay. So in the
Wait a minute. Who?
Conversation with Rhaenyra and...
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, again.
So in the conversation with Rhaenyra and Daemon,
Yeah.
it got pretty heated, and he admitted, he was basically like, well, it was a mistake. I killed the baby. It was a mistake, you know? But she just would not accept, I mean...
Well, at that point, I don't know if she believes him. Even That's what's cool about the show is, like, we kind of know the character's intentions, and even when they're honest, other people don't believe them. But ultimately, it's his fault, because he's, like Zach said, he put that in motion.
He did.
And if he wanted to have it done competently, then he should have been more competent.
Look at the conversation they had between them, though. Like, she was saying, you wanted this.
Yep.
You wanted it because you felt spurned.
Yeah, it seems like everyone except Otto, out of the male Targaryens, like, they all want to kill each other.
Yeah, Otto's like, hey, we should stop and take a step back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody else is like, motherfuckers, we should kill each other, and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's where I'm at with it.
It's just going to keep going.
Yeah.
Otto's the only one that he's old enough to say, hey, we should stop and take a breath.
Well, he's wise.
He is.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like is, like, in season 1, I think he made it pretty clear that if they don't bow, we need to kill their whole clan to Alicent.
He did,
and Alicent.
but I feel like now at this point, like, I'm agreeing with that completely. But
Yeah.
my thing now is that everyone else is full of the bloodlust and the
Two children
the
have been-
testosterone.
2 children have been accidentally killed.
Yeah, testosterone and, like, just blind bloodlust.
Yeah.
And he's the only one saying, hey,
Yeah.
we should slow the fuck down.
Do we think that he might not make it to the end of the season?
Yeah, I don't think he'll last.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Because he said that line, as long as we're both here,
Yeah.
we'll get it done. And that was like, oh shit.
No, I just think as a rule, as a wise person, he won't last.
Yeah.
He won't last because he's wise. Because that's fucking it. This show is not about the wise people.
Well, it's also
I'm sorry, it's not. Like, the only one in the last, Game of Thrones that lasted because of Bran Stark.
Yeah,
He lasted though because you got to learn about the lore.
Tyrion was kind of wise.
Tyrion did not add to the high fantasy. He was just someone that added to the mental spark of the show. And I like Tyrion a lot, but don't get me wrong. Like, Bran is the one that, okay, here's the depth.
No, yeah, for sure.
This show can go. And
did you guys have a favorite line?
I'm sure you did.
I had a bunch, but right now the one I'm looking at was they don't have the long view, like the idea of thinking about the future and having foresight.
It reminds me of the Daredevil.
Huh?
With Vincent D'Onofrio.
No, haven't seen it.
Okay, well, Vincent D'Onofrio played Kingpin in
I remember
the
that.
series. And he said that I'm playing the long game.
Yeah.
So it reminded me of that.
Ultimately, really good episode. Tragic. Now we have a child's death on both sides that were both technically accidents. And, obviously I'm still rooting for Rhaenyra. But there's just a lot of characters now. But for me, 2 less. The Eric twins I really liked. I imagine reading the book, like, from their point of view. I don't know if they do a point of view thing in the books for this series. But the idea of, like, your twin brother, like, fighting on opposite sides of war, I think they could have ran with that longer, personally. I think they, I don't know how long these shows are going to last, but, I like that story. I remember thinking, like, they'll be in the final battle fighting each other.
Well, I don't know how long this series is supposed to go, but I will say, though, that I understand if it's supposed to be short-lived.
It's supposed to be shorter than GOT.
And concise.
Yeah.
Then I get it. I get why they did what they did. So
I agree. Anything else, hon?
No, other than it was just a super emotional episode.
Yeah.
With both the twins fighting.
I do want to call out also the mother of the son who died. Yeah, she played she had a couple great scenes, and I know she's a little unhinged, but she was great. Like
this episode wasn't as good at exhibiting that as it was the last one, where she had to actually pick.
Yeah, no, that was awful. I mean, that was just fucking awful.
It was god fucking awful.
But anyways, it's great to be back on Westeros. It's weird. It's depressing to watch this, but I love it also. So it's because it's so good. All right, guys, we'll have to wait the next week. If you want to support us, check us out on Patreon to see our full lengths. Much love. Leave a comment down below. Oh shit, we forgot to do the Q&A.
Well, we got one. Let's do it.
Yeah. Oh, Brett.
No, Brett. Brett.
It's funny. He's the one who reminded me. He was probably thinking, oh, they're gonna forget it. He's probably thinking, I'm just done hearing them talk. And then we get here, he's like, I gotta do more.
Should have burned this place down when I had a chance.
Got 3 comments. Joy, Ace, want to read the first one?
Okay. Ace 360. On a scale of 1 to 9,000, how furious were you
9,000?
after watching the king throw a temper tantrum and break King Viserys' model stand?
I mentioned that.
That child king, I'm not a fan of Otto, but him roasting that king, priceless. How awesome was that? Stay awesome, Shane.
Yeah, it was Charlie. I felt all those feelings too. I think I'll speak for all of us. I think, to me, I just kept thinking about how terrible it would be to stay the course if my son's head was chopped off in the middle of the night. And then my grandpa's like, tell me to be cool. We got to do this for the realm. We got to use it for the better of the realm. I like to think I'd listen to him, because I like to think of myself as that type of person, but I just might go fucking nuts. So
I feel like you would, just knowing who you are.
yeah, but what's interesting though is I was thinking of it that model because last season it was so cool his dad playing it together. Maybe think of playing my action figures.
Yeah.
So I wasn't mad at him for doing that, but I was upset for Viserys, thinking, oh man, he wouldn't want that. But yeah, it was. You got anything to add?
All I want to say is that Viserys was level-headed.
Yeah.
And you look at how he ruled the realm, and the fact that after he was gone, this family fell into such turmoil.
Yeah. And even I just love Otto, because we don't get much from Otto and how he feels about the king in season 1 that I felt were like, am I trusting him? Is he saying that just to say it? Is he, because he's like, what songs will they sing about me? And he's like, well, hey, you brought peace. And he's like, they don't.
Yeah, but but the king before him didn't think about that kind of shit. I mean, he did to a point.
Yeah.
Because he thought he was kind of a weak king in a weak era.
Yeah, yeah.
But he still felt as though he should do his duty.
Yeah.
As a king.
And try to keep
And
peace.
everybody else are a bunch of bitches.
Pretty much.
Everybody else, they all suck.
Yeah, I do.
No.
There are no good candidates. Otto wants to be the hand of a good king, but
he prefers it to be his bloodline, I think.
Oh yeah, because he wants his bloodline to succeed.
Yeah, but I think at this point he might have just I just want a good king. Now everyone can, I don't think he.
They all suck.
Yeah,
like, I think Rhaenyra is a good queen.
Yeah,
if they could allow that to prosper.
And I think Otto and Alicent would be incredible contributors to a good, a good king. But none of their sons are good king. Aemond maybe. So I think Aemond, he could technically be a good king, but in terms of the story and does it rightfully belong to him? I'd say no. I think Aemond is the brother that listens to the grandfather.
Yeah,
and he knows his history.
Wait, in the last
he's
episode,
a warrior.
he's like, "Hey, I know you want this.
Mm-hmm.
I know you have, you're eager.
Yeah,
you gotta calm.
But just wait.
You gotta calm the fuck down."
And I believe he'll listen to his grandfather.
Yeah.
Not now, because his grandfather will be gone, which is a mistake. Which is ultimately, I think, what he was asking.
Fucking foot fetish man.
Yeah.
He set that up in the last episode.
Good foot fetish man. Someone was giving me shit for making fun of him. I'm going to keep making fun of the foot fetish man.
He deserves it. He's a fucking foot. They made him into a foot fetish man.
Yeah, I don't screw around with feet. Never been like that with my woman.
I don't get it. A woman's feet, I understand it's a part of her, but not in terms of something you want.
Yeah, I like pretty feet. But I don't
sexually aroused.
Yeah,
no.
I like pretty feet, but I don't like as much as that guy.
You want to suck my toes later, honey?
Yeah, maybe. If we put some cookies and cream on them.
Yep. Okay.
That's the right side of the question, so I figure you can do the second one.
G Cools.
G Cools
is literally at GCOOLS.
Okay.
So G Cools. Rhys Ifans absolutely killed it in this episode. My question is, if Daemon and Aemond fought in a duel without the dragons involved, who do you think would win? P.S. Love your reactions. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
So Aemond would win. One-eyed brother.
Yeah. You think he beat Daemon?
Aemond and Daemon.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, no, you said it right.
I read that fucking wrong. Oh, yeah.
You sure?
Well, I comprehended it wrong because I'm inebriated.
I think you said it right, though.
No, you did. Daemon and Aemond.
Okay, I'm inebriated, so I have to... Yeah, I don't know. I think Daemon would win. Experience would win.
Yeah, because he's not old yet.
He's not old.
Yeah, he's
He's not like the old black guy. What's his name?
They're Valer. Yeah, I can't remember.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
Corlys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not old, like, to the point where he's graying.
Yeah.
And incapable. He's old, like, probably in his 30s, 40s.
Yeah.
Maybe. At the latest.
Yes.
And the other
so
one,
he could still be in
Aemond,
his prime as a fighter.
Yeah, and Aemond is too young at that point compared to him.
Yeah.
To...
And
like, he might have the prime of his youth, but he may not have the experience.
Yeah, because
or
Daemon's
strength.
fought in battles and has taken... He's taken, like, places victory. He had victory over in an army. And I don't know if Aemond has ever done that.
Yeah. Well, Aemond is capable.
He's capable.
He only has one eye, though.
Well, they fought. They already fought.
Did they sword fight?
Yeah. They fought in a...
Oh, they were training in the first couple episodes, right?
It wasn't training. It was kind of sparring.
Okay.
They were sparring, and I don't know when they were both... It was similar to that when
Yeah.
they were young, but I don't know if, like, Rhaenyra was young.
Yeah.
You know what
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, but they fought, and they actually came to somewhat of a draw.
Okay.
And
I agree with you, though. I still think Daemon would win. Like,
I think Daemon would win,
to the
but
death.
I don't like. I would kind of like, in spite of who I feel like who deserves the crown. I feel like Aemon should win because I don't fucking like Daemon.
Yeah.
Daemon's a fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like, he's a fucking douchebag.
Yeah, I can't stand him either.
So, Pendraig7, do you have any thoughts or predictions about Alan and Adam and what part they might play because of the random scenes with them implying that they will play a part somehow? Alan and Adam, they were the
brothers.
No, that was Aaron.
Wasn't that the...
No,
was
it's
Eric
the
and Eric.
brothers. The guy that... Yeah, you were like, they don't look nothing alike.
What? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
You're welcome.
Good job. She remembers names better than me, that's for sure. I do think...
They're going to play a big role.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to play a
Bigger
big role. Because I want more from that side, from Lord Corlys, because I like that character and I like his wife so much. Yeah, I think those characters are definitely going to be important. The brother, Adam, is the one who actually pulled him out of the ocean, right? Pretty sure.
Adam.
Yeah, and he has that whole kind of, well, I don't want to be paid. It was just my duty. And his brother seems like he's a little
in trouble.
Yeah, his brother seems like he's younger, and he's like, oh, this is good for us.
Yeah.
I don't know what that would be. I mean, because right now we only got small glimpses. The scene that I'm kind of wondering about actually is we had the blacksmith at home with his wife,
Oh, yes.
and like they're struggling. Like, why give us that scene? So I think that guy is going to come back and be important somehow.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool to see. Like, I like spreading out and seeing the small folk. So, I mean, this show, they're not going to waste that scene, so he's going to come back and do something. So, anyways, I don't think I got anything else. Guys, if you like us, you want to support us, leave a comment down below. Check us out on Patreon. And if not, either way, on YouTube next week, we'll see you.